My name is Erin.n.Simon from Inspired in Spirit Publishing, and I wanted to do this video basically to get or to encourage people to kind of start working on the things that they want to work on. You don't know what you don't know, and I'll tell you why that is. With social media, Facebook, other social media sites that have a news feed, you are only exposing yourself to the things that you're interested in. If you're a liberal, you're only going to get news about the liberals or a liberal point of view. If you're a conservative, you're only going to get that conservative point of view. Whatever it is that you're into, you're only going to get that perspective. It's intuitive. It's not allowing you to expose yourself to things that you don't necessarily know that you like. That is going to basically require you to seek out new experiences, seek out new exposure to things. And I think that's really important as a person. I think it's important as far as growth is concerned. When my husband and I talk to people, they'll tell you in a heartbeat, "Oh, I'd love to travel." And so, well, why don't you? "Oh, I don't know anything about traveling." Okay. If I tell people that I'm a published author, they'll say, "Oh, I would love to write a book." And I'll say, "Okay, so, why don't you?" "I don't know anything about writing a book." When we talk to them about investing in the stock market, which is very important, especially for the African American community, they give you the same response. "I would love to invest, but I don't know anything about investment." Some of them will tell you straight up, "I'm not losing my money." And it's basically because they have not exposed themselves to this new experience. In 2017, we are in the information age. There's absolutely no reason that you don't know something that you would like to know. You have all of the information resources at your fingertips. It just requires you to basically be proactive and go out and seek out this new experience. And I think that's important. If you are a writer or you aspire to be a writer, it may require you to do some research. It may require you to take a refresher course in elementary grammar, mechanics. It may require you to learn something new. I am noticing at an alarming rate that once people get to be a certain age, they feel like they don't have to learn anything else. And that is crazy. The more you grow, the more you mature, the more you should be learning. You did not learn everything in high school. You didn't learn everything at your alma mater. You couldn't have possibly learned everything. Therefore, you are limiting yourself. And it's hurting you. It's hurting your progeny, your children, your grandchildren. You are now becoming basically obsolete within your own self. Times change. Eras change. And you notice that when you talk to a certain group of people, when I say a certain group of people, I'm talking about age-wise. We have now separated ourselves age-wise as the millennials and the baby boomers and Generation X and Generation Y. And what's happening is you're ending up herded in a certain group, let's say the millennials, because that's what everybody talks about. I'm 36 years old, so I'm on the tail end of this millennial age. And if I don't continue to evolve, I'm going to end up like a dinosaur. I'm going to be obsolete, and I'm not going to be able to give my sons the direction that they need in life when they get to be adults. The information and the wisdom that I'll be able to offer them, it will become limited in its scope. It's not timeless information. I'm not going to be able to tell my 15-year-old when he's 35 to do things the way I did it at 35. We'll be living in a new era. There'll be new technology. It'll be a new age. You only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. Start finding ways to come outside of that box, to expose yourself to the things that you don't know, so you have something new under your belt. There used to be a saying, "He's the jack of all trades, master of many." We're not that anymore. Now, a lot of us are one-pony shows. You know one thing, and a lot of times it's basically the job that you do every day. And 9 out of 10 people hate their jobs. So that information that they have isn't necessarily worth knowing at that point. What else do you know? What else would you like to do? How are you going to figure out how to do it? What do you do? I am a published author. I wrote 3 books. Interruption It's a saga about this girl, and 3 books came out of it, and then I wrote a 4th book, which is a brand new series. I didn't know anything about publishing. I didn't know anything about writing a book. I started that endeavor in like 2007. It took a lot of research. I had to redo the manuscript over a dozen times because I had no idea about how to structure, format, even get the story going. How do I get an ending? My 3rd story was literally one scene inspired by the cover. I had no idea where I was going with it. I researched. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. I looked stuff up. If you want to invest money in the stock market and you say to yourself, I need to invest in the stock market, this is the best time ever to do it. Step outside of your comfort zone. Do a little research. If you have friends who seem like they know what they're doing, reach out to them. Don't be embarrassed to learn something new. Don't be embarrassed to say, I don't know how to do this, but I want to know. I want to learn. I want to be able to understand this. Even if that means sacrificing part of your day to learn this new thing. It might mean 20 less minutes on Facebook. You might need to delete the Facebook app on your phone altogether if you know that you're going to be tempted into getting on that news feed and then getting that Facebook ADHD. YouTube. Instead of looking at funny videos on YouTube, maybe you can YouTube the information. You can sit and watch. It just depends on what type of learner you are. Videos are great ways to learn how to do whatever it is that you don't know how to do. There are a ton of people out there, millions of them, especially on YouTube, who want to teach you what it is that they know. It's free. Take the opportunity to learn it. Take the opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone and do what you've never done before. If it's traveling that you want to do, research how to get a passport. Look and see how much does it cost to get a passport. How long does it take once I send the application in? Where can I go if I need an application immediately? Start researching. Start stepping outside of your comfort zone. Get outside of that box that you've created for yourself. Don't allow social media feeds, especially Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, to box you into this situation where they are basically labeling you that you are this is what you're interested in, this is all that we're giving you. Let them give you a diverse group of subjects and topics to look at. Be that dynamic person that I know you to be, whoever it is that's watching this video. It's very important. One of the things that my husband used to tell me all the time, he says, Erin, you have to start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay? You cannot let complacency to make you miss moving within your potential. And you know he's absolutely right. Start being comfortable with being uncomfortable. If learning something new makes you uncomfortable, embrace that every single day. Today, I'm going to research this thing. I'm going to learn how to do this thing. It doesn't matter how foolish I look or how foolish I feel, because a lot of that's in your mind. It's not really necessarily the situation. Nobody thinks you're foolish. Nobody thinks you're stupid. People are willing to help you. They're willing to give you the information. They're willing to teach you what it is that they know. So take that opportunity to do it. For those of you who want to write, if you have any questions, if you need anything, if you're curious about how to get started, how to be consistent, how to finish your story, what to do with your cover, how do I lay this out, what kind of publishing company should I go with, how many books can I write, contact me. Right down in the links is my website. You can email me. My email will be down there. I'm more than happy to help you in anything that you need help with. But it starts by coming out of your comfort zone. It starts by, if you're going to use social media, instead of being a, what is the word I'm looking for? Instead of being a passive participant, be a proactive participant in social media and actually talk to the people who are doing the things that you'd like to do. Ask them questions, comment on what they have going on. Reach out of your comfort zone, network, do all of the things that help you move to your highest possible good. Something wonderful will come out of that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. If you have any questions, like I said, I am more than happy to answer any of the questions that you have. I'm willing to take any suggestions that you have. And let's get out there and attain our highest possible good.